Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about how to become the jerk that women find attractive without actually becoming a jerk. So there are some behaviors that jerks do, right? These guys that you would probably say mistreat women, basically, these womanizers. There are traits that some of these guys do that are attractive, that keep these women involved with them, even though the guy isn't a jerk. Women don't really want to be dating guys who are mean or horrible to them. They really don't. But it's because these guys also display these other behaviors that make a woman stay, right? So if you've ever encountered a woman whose husband or boyfriend is just a complete and utter twat, right? And you're just sitting there wondering, why the hell is she with this guy? He's awful. These are the reasons she's with him, okay? She's not with him because he's awful. She's with him because he's displaying these other strong behaviors that she can't help but find attractive, because these are the traits that women can't help but find attractive. So how can you be this way without actually being mean? So essentially, you can be the perfect guy, right? Because women want a guy, right? This is why you often see, like, oh, where have the women often complain, like, oh, where have the good men gone? But a lot of guys get that confused with the guys that are like simps or the nice guys, right? What they're really looking for is this kind of guy. The guy who acts like a jerk in terms of the jerk behaviors that keep women staying with jerks, if that makes sense, right? But they're not actually jerks, right? So this is what they want. So they want a guy who is a leader, first of all. Now, when women start dating these like guys who are just awful, one of the things that these guys do is they're like, you know what? We should go out on a date. We should go out to this restaurant at this time on Saturday. I think you should go out with me. Women like that. He's being direct, right? But also, unfortunately as well, a lot of guys that do this who are jerks are also very are doing this because they're controlling. So it just stems from another form of insecurity, because jerks and morons, these guys that are just horrible to women, tend to actually be very, very insecure themselves, which is why they try and control things with such force, okay? So you can say that to a woman. You can go up to a woman that you like and be like, you know what, I really like you. I would love to take you out. How about I see you out on Saturday? Or you may say something like, when are you available to hang out? And then you say to her, great. How about if she likes you too and she says, yeah, I'm available on Saturday. You're like, great. How about on Saturday we go to this place and I'll pick you up at this time, or I'll meet you there at this time. Okay, you can do that without being an ass. Okay, you can show that leadership, that decisiveness, without being a twat, right? So why do women like guys that are decisive? Well, they don't have to then make the decisions. Women most of the time don't like to make the choices when it comes to those kinds of things. They'd rather you do that. They'd rather decide on other things, right? They'd rather decide on what outfit they're going to wear. Very stereotypical one there, I know. What outfit they're going to wear. They like to decide on things like where they want to go on holiday, what clothes to bring on holiday. Again, another stereotypical one, but it's true. Okay, so for example, with me, it takes my wife to like an hour to figure out what she's going to wear if we're going to like a party or something. Or she has to bring so many different options for like just a few days away. Like we've got like a whole bag, whole suitcase full of clothes, right? Right? Just for 2 days, right? Whereas my bag is like, it's just got like it's got the clothes that I need to wear for that week. Like I've got like, so let's say we're going away for 2 days. I've got 2 pairs of socks. I've got 2 pairs of underwear. I've got 2 sets of clothes. That's it, and some pajamas. That's it, right? She's got a whole suitcase just for 2 days. Right, and I consider myself someone who's a little bit more masculine minded. Obviously, I'm not completely masculine because that's what a guy is, right? But I do tend to, even because what you'll find, even in gay relationships, lesbian relationships, there's usually one that's more masculine and usually one that's more feminine. Because if you're in a relationship, and because all relationships have one person that's more masculine or more feminine, and if you don't have that, then there's no attraction. Like if you're two same people who are both 50-50 masculine, 50-50 feminine, there will be no attraction in that relationship, right? One of the things that attracts men to women is their femininity, and one thing that attracts women to guys is their masculinity, right? And the same is for gay and lesbian relationships. Sorry, that was a bit of a side quest there that I just went into. But anyway, so being decisive, that is something that women like in men, because usually they can be really undecisive about a lot of things. So if you've already like set up like the day and the time and where you're going to go, she's going to love that. She can just relax and not worry about that, because a lot of guys, when they ask out a woman, they're so worried that they're going to make the wrong decision that they're like, oh, okay, well, where would you like to go, my highness? What would you like to eat? What time were you available? What time do instead of just saying like, hey, okay, you said you were available on Saturday. Great. How about we meet at this time, this place, and I'll see you there, right? So women love that, okay? But often jerks and guys that are horrible do these kinds of things because they're trying to control her rather than coming from a place of love, I guess you could say. So another thing that a guy who is a moron will do is he would just say things that are polarizing on purpose. So he may purposefully say things that are sort of outlandish because maybe that's his genuine belief, right? And sometimes women do like a guy that does have like polarizing opinions and has a strong opinion about something, right? But sometimes that again is so overriding that it makes him mistreat other people. So let's say he has like a strong opinion on immigration and he treats like anyone who has a different skin color to him like trash, right? Or maybe she has a different skin color and he treats her like trash for having that different skin, whatever it may be, like those kinds of things, right? So you can have a strong opinion about something, but don't worry about offending her. Okay, it's okay to have a polarizing opinion. It's okay to have a strong opinion about something. Okay, if that's how you feel and that's what you believe, then you should say that, okay? But it doesn't mean that you're going to be mean to her or to anyone else about it. Okay, it's okay to have an opinion about something that other people may seem as offensive. Okay, and it's okay sometimes to be offensive if that's your truth. Okay, as long as you're not hurting anyone else. Like if you've got an offensive opinion, then you're allowed to have that offensive opinion. No one's going to stop you. Okay, and women find that attractive. They're attracted to the fact that you can say whatever you want, right? And you're not afraid of saying whatever you want because that's what you believe and that's what you believe as a human being, and it's in your soul, and it's a strong conviction that you have. So you got to have those strong convictions, right? And be able to keep them intact and not to bend yourself backwards and say things you don't believe in order to please a woman. Okay? So if you have show this leadership quality and you're able to speak your truth without fear, okay, these are things that women find attractive and what mostly they find attractive in guys that are morons and horrible to them. Okay? But you can do those things. You can behave in that way, right? Without being nasty to her. So that's what really a woman means by, oh, I wonder where all the nice guys have gone. They want the guy who has these strong convictions, who is decisive and a leader, but not in a way that they're mean or controlling, right? Because often you see women that are, they're single now because they've been with these guys that are just awful. But they couldn't help but be attracted to these guys because they were displaying these really strong masculine behaviors that the nice guys just simply are too worried to do. Like a guy who is a nice guy who never seems to get women, even though he may be a good guy at heart, is always just so worried about what she thinks, right? But guys who are jerks often don't care what she thinks. Okay, so it's a good place to be in this middle ground where you care about her, but you're not going to bend yourself backwards to please her. Because you're worried that she's going to be essentially pissed off with you. Right? And that's the place where you need to get to. And this is how you can be. You can adopt some of these jerk-like behaviors without becoming a jerk. So thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to get in touch with me personally and you'd like coaching with me, then please go to www.christinelovridge.com and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.